Stop washing your car with Rinseless Wash, because today I'm going to show you 5 things it's even better at. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends. And if this is the first time you're joining us, my name's Eric. I'm a professional detailer in Charleston, South Carolina, and today we're talking all about Rinseless Wash. And this has been one of the bigger subjects in the detailing industry for some time. So today we're going to take a look at where it came from, exactly how it works, and take a completely different look at what I think is one of the most versatile products in detailing. So at this point, Rinseless Wash has been around for a while, but where exactly did it come from? Well, Rinseless Wash was invented in 2005 by Dr. David Guidosi, also known as Dr. G, and he created Optimum No Rinse. And they really created a whole new category of automotive products that, of course, since then, other companies have come out with their own formulas. Also, what is a rinseless wash and what are the components in there that make it work? Well, you always hear people talk about encapsulating, and that's something that gets a little oversimplified. It's really a number of different compounds and processes that are creating that process. So first you've got surfactants, and that's doing the bulk of the cleaning. And this is really where you have the differences between a lot of the different companies, and what surfactant they use can vary the different characteristics. You also have polymers, and this is going to create a lot of lubrication and help separate the dirt from the surface. You're also going to have chelating agents or water softening agents, and this is going to help lift and separate. You also see chelating agents in wheel cleaners when you have sodium thioglycolates, and so that's creating that chelating action, separating the iron molecule from the surface. And then at that point, depending on what brand product you're using, you're going to have some different functional additives like wetting agents, gloss enhancers, pH adjusters, and more. So while O&R may have started off the rinseless wash trend, there are a lot of different rinseless washes on the market now. And here are a number of my favorite, starting with DIY Details Rinseless Wash, one of my all-time favorites, Absolute Rinseless Wash by P&S. Koshimi makes a really solid one, Rapid Rinseless Wash. And my 2 favorite, Yumcar's Rinseless, and I think the absolute best rinseless wash on the market right now, Hero by Armor Detail Supply. And this really cleans well, has some great slickness, and also smells incredible. It's this like pink lemonade scent or strawberry lemonade scent, so I approve all the way around. All right, so if you're doing a traditional rinseless wash, you're likely using a specialty rinseless wash sponge, maybe a sprayer, but we're not doing a traditional wash today. In fact, I want to show you some of the uses that I think rinseless wash is even better for. Use number 1. Rinseless washes are incredible interior cleaners. I mentioned they were versatile. Well, they really are versatile. In fact, they can clean all interior surfaces safely, from leather to Alcantara, vinyl, even infotainment screens, with the caveat that you do need to be careful. And all formulas are not the same. Like I mentioned at the beginning, they have different surfactants and different chemistry that can affect how that works. So while rinseless washes do work great as interior cleaners, they wouldn't be my go-to necessarily for certain surfaces like Alcantara or even my infotainment screens. Using specialty specific products for those surfaces really can help its longevity and make sure that you're protecting it. Not to mention there's just products that will do those surfaces much more effectively and safely. Another great thing about rinseless washes as interior cleaners are that you're diluting all of these, so you can really dial in exactly how strong you want the product, whether you're doing like a traditional rinseless wash, which is typically like a 250 6-to-1, or you're doing maybe like a quick detailer at 128 to 1. So that will of course vary from brand to brand, but that allows you to get really the specific type of cleaning power you need for your interior cleaning, which is very cool. So one thing to think about is that you're not getting protection, which can be a good thing, but for your interior cleaning, you're going to want to put some protection on your dash every once in a while, or use an interior cleaner that has at least some UVA and UVB protection. So you're not going to get that here, but for once in a while, it works great, and it definitely does a great job cleaning. But just something to think about. There is a trade-off with not using a specific interior cleaner there. Now, getting to our infotainment screen, you're definitely going to want to always use the freshest cloth you can. I like a really nice soft high pile, and you definitely don't want to spray it directly on the surface. So very light, and then we're just going to go over this. Now I'm using the Armor Detail Supply Hero. That's what we're using predominantly today because it's my favorite and I like using it. But whatever one you choose, just make sure you test it first and make sure you're confident of that. But most rinseless washes are pretty good to go. At this time, I also usually do like gloss black with the same cloth. go over those areas. All right, y'all, before we get to the other uses, we need to get this car washed. But we're not gonna use a typical rinseless wash to wash this car. We're gonna do it a different way. Instead, I'm gonna bring you along and give you a little sneak peek of a brand new product line that I'm developing. I've been working with Armor Blending. These are the guys over at Armor Detail Supply, and we've been working hard creating something very unique. We're also gonna be using the Rag Company's new Ultra H2O line today. This just came out earlier this week, and I'm really excited about it. This is my new go-to spray gun and foam cannon for sure. So I've left the pre-foam on here for a good little while, and great working time, even where the foam's starting to run, still wet, which is the whole point. And I'll tell you more about it as time goes on, but we're really developing something really special here. Out here trying to solve problems, not just create another product for the industry. And that's the only way I wanted to do a product line, is if I could actually solve a problem and create something that's not necessarily already there. So, you know, there's a lot of great products out there, and they all serve a purpose, you know, which is why best product and things like that is always difficult. You know, it can tend to be a little subjective. But yeah, really excited about this, and yeah, stay tuned. You don't spend your lifetime detailing in the sun without getting sick and tired of some certain things. And I've certainly tested my share of products and, you know, kind of know what's out there and what's not out there. So I think we're gonna be making a lot of people really happy when this comes out. Especially you mobile detailers, home enthusiasts, people that are detailing at home without a beautiful indoor garage, or you might have a beautiful indoor garage and you still can use this, but if you're outside like this, use number 2, door jambs. And I mean, every time I'm cleaning door jambs, I'm using a rinseless wash. So after you wash your vehicle and dry it off, there's always going to be water in the door jambs. And so this is when I typically go back and clean them. Now, if my vehicle's really dirty, I might even spray them off with a pressure washer earlier in the washing phase. But if it's just like a typical maintenance, I'm gonna go back after the wash process, after I dry the vehicle, open all my doors, and then go back and clean all the door jambs with the rinseless wash. Now, if you're maintaining them regularly and this is a maintenance wash, this will be a really easy process. But if your door jambs are more dirty, rinseless wash works really great for that. You can spray it in all the cracks and crevices and really let the surfactants do the cleaning, the polymers to lift all the dirt. And it's doing what rinseless wash is intended to do and just does a great job at it. I also like choosing this product over like a quick detailer because this doesn't have any protection in it. So a lot of quick detailers have protection. I feel like the majority of them do, except for a few. So which can be great when you're using it as a quick detailer and you want to add a little bit of extra protection to your exterior paint. But when you're trying to do some cleaning, you know, having something that is just a pure cleaning agent that's going to lift the dirt, that's why I'm reaching for a rinseless wash here. I did want to mention that I'm using the press-all bottles for my rinseless wash. There are a lot of great spray bottles out there, you know, from IK to Press-All to just using something from Lowe's. So, you know, it really doesn't matter what you use, but I am a big fan of these. They have kind of a double action so that it's gonna spray when you squeeze the trigger and when you release. So, you know, if you're using spray triggers a lot, it definitely saves your hand and, you know, kind of worth checking out. Also, the newer Press-Alls have a different atomizer on the top, so it's gonna make it last longer. They can They can go out though. I have had one with some pretty aggressive chemical in there that did finally die, but they're definitely more durable. Use number 3, glass cleaning. You know, you might be surprised, but rinseless washes actually do a better job cleaning glass than a lot of glass cleaners on the market. Although glass cleaning can be finicky just in its own. In fact, I've got a whole video on glass cleaning. You can check it out here if you've missed it. But, you know, there's off-gassing and some other things at work that can typically make it difficult to clean glass without degreasers and things like that. But, you know, you've got some really good surfactants and cleaning agents in a rinseless wash, which is why it works so well for the interior. I do recommend using it with distilled water if you're going to use it as a glass cleaner. That way it'll help prevent some spotting and things like that. Use number 4, cleaning up your wheels when you're applying tire dressing. So when I'm applying tire dressing, I always go around with a rag that's dampened with some rinseless wash. And this helps me clean up the wheels when I get a little tire dressing on there. And invariably, it's going to happen no matter how careful you are. And especially if you have matte wheels like this, then it's extremely noticeable. And so that way you can go around, apply your tire dressing, and then come back and neaten it up. I also like to go back at the very end and level down my tires, get any extra tire dressing off there, and really give it a nice matte plus or satin look. I don't particularly like a really glossy look, and so this is a great way of kind of knocking it down and evening things out. And use number 5, rinseless wash is one of the best quick detailers. Not to mention, it's extremely economical. A lot of quick detailers on the market are quite expensive, and with all the other products that you need to buy, you know, things really can add up. So if I can save money anywhere, that's going to be one area. I also don't particularly like quick detailers with protection in them. That's something that I like to take care of separately, or a lot of times I've already done like a silica spray sealant, or I have a ceramic coating, or both. So that's why using something like a rinseless wash as your quick detailer is really just a great way to go. Not to mention, because of the surfactants and the polymers in a rinseless wash, it's just gonna do a better job than a quick detailer. So that's why 9 times out of 10, I'm usually gonna opt for that. Now, that's not to say that I don't sometimes use a quick detailer. In fact, there's some great niche ones on the market, like Finish Spray Exterior. But if I'm just doing some quick touch-ups at the end of a detail, it's gonna be with a rinseless wash. All right, y'all, so despite how I really feel about full washes with rinseless wash, I'm not saying to not wash your car with a rinseless wash. In fact, I think there's a lot of utility and definitely some occasions where it's an absolute necessity to use a rinseless wash. I mean, that's why they were created. You know, it helps people in circumstances where there might be water shortage, you're living in an apartment, it's super cold weather, or, you know, the list goes on. But what I am trying to show you is that there's definitely other uses for rinseless wash. And there's lots of others. In fact, I wanna hear what your other uses for rinseless washes are. Let me know in the comments. Now, next, I think you should watch this video and make sure you subscribe.